Hi everyone, I am Vinod Chandran, Chartered Accountant by profession and a corporate trainer for various finance professional programs. Today we are focusing on the key 5 tips a finance professional student and a student who pursuing finance professional program can consider to crack the exam in first attempt. 5 key tips. The first tip is to ensure that they use the right resources. Many a time students ask me, sir, I'm using the material which is, maybe 2 years prior to that. Can I use that? 3 years prior to materials I'm using. Is that good enough? Will I be able to crack the exam? Please ensure that you have to use the most updated materials as per the syllabus. That is something which you cannot compromise at all. So the first step is to ensure that use the most updated materials, study materials. Point one. Now coming to the second part of the most important thing is have a good plan. So your exams is maybe 6 months down the line, 3 months down the line, whichever period, make a detailed plan. It is said that 50% of work done with a good plan. So you have to ensure that probably a day by day plan by giving enough time for revision. Just ensure that a proper plan in place. At the same time, when you make the plan, please ensure that give some flexibility. Don't make a so much watertight kind of situation wherein you make it so much detailed and rigid plan, so that if you miss out then the pressure starts. Don't do that. Have some buffer time every time. Give enough time for revision and make a plan, very detailed plan in line with that. So with the second tip, with a good plan, you are approaching towards a proper examination preparation. Now the third part. With the first point we said use the most updated study materials. Third part is practice questions. How much our questions you can practice, that is better. You have suggested answers, scanners, or previous question banks, model questions, whatnot. Try to cover as much of questions as possible in line with the concept what you learn in point one. That will really help you to focus and prepare in an exam focused approach. So that is the third most important tip. Now the fourth part is very critical. This is a very important point many students ignore and they do not follow. Fourth tip is to ensure that start writing mock exams. So when I say mock exams, ensure that you take exams in a subject itself when there are multiple topics. After each topic, ensure that you take the mock exam relating to that topic. After all the topics is over, they ensure that you take the consolidated exams. You should take the consolidated for the subject as a whole. Try to take as much as mock exam as much possible. 5 to 10 mock exams minimum, I would say you should do that. Once mock exam is over, another most important point is simulated exams. This is very important. Now, what I mean by simulated exam, let's take you are going to take exam next Monday. So what will you do is, let's say exam time is 8 to 12. Prior to that, possibly 3 days prior or 1 week prior, you start taking mock exams, simulated exams in same time. You will be taking the exam, let's say 8 to 12, exact time 8 to 12 previous week you will be taking exam. What you will be doing is you will be the dress you wear, the food you eat before exams, everything will be in line with as if it is a final exam. So when you practice 2 to 3 mock exams, simulated exams before the final exam, when you go for the final exams, it gives you the same feel as the final exam. You have already done multiple exams like that, so it gives you that comfort. Please understand, it is not easy to sit continuously for 3 hours, 4 hours continuously. So by doing the simulated exams, that helps you to ensure that you move towards that line, you move towards that track. So that is the fourth most important tip. Now finally, the fifth tip, the exam day. Please ensure that you have proper sleep before exam. Whatever you could do in previous 3 months, 6 months, you cannot do anything beyond that on the last day of exam. So you have done enough preparation. Go with a balanced proper sleep, your health is important, your mental state is important. So from that perspective, you have to, that is where the spiritual connect, irrespective of the religion. You have to believe that you have given the best possible effort and leave the rest to Almighty. So that way you have to approach for the exam. So that 3 hours, 4 hours, you need to ensure that give your, like a fighter, you give your best fight for that 3 to 4 hours. When you look back, you should see that, okay, from preparation point of view, I have done my best possible effort on the exam day. I, like a fighter, I have given my best, and now it's in Almighty's hands. So follow this 5 tips. I will summarize. Ensure that you have a, the start with a most updated material, preparation with most updated material, tip 1. Point 2 is ensure that have a proper plan, systematic study plan with flexibility. That is point 2. Third is ensure that continuous practice questions, as much as practice questions, previous exams, model exams, maximum questions you practice in line with exam. Point 3. Point 4 is to ensure that take mock exams, topic wise as well as consolidated mock exam. And the fifth important point, on the day of exam, keep a calm mind and give your best and leave the rest to Almighty. If you follow this, I can vouch you that at least 90% chance that you will qualify the professional exam on finance on the first attempt itself. All the very best. God bless you.